let's air this shit out, because you said it best. Is it's insecurity of like losing control of these fighters that they've like locked into these crazy contracts.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, Jake, let's just go all the way back. You know, let's just go back when I first called you and Todd. Remember?
Yeah.
We had that comment on the phone before I even said anything on Twitter or anything. It's just so funny how this all came across. I hit Jake right when we got what is it called when they hand you the
served.
I said, Jake, look at this, and I got you on the phone, and you just said to me, you were like, yeah, like this is what he does. This is him, because you go way back with him. I know you guys have you have history with him, but now I really see it for what it is, bro. It's just sad. You're at an age where you gotta. I feel like once you're like around 30, you should really act your age, bro. Like, be mature. He's about to be, he's killing it with Prime. He's killing it, And I used to look up to him, But it's really sad when you look up to these people and you really meet them, you really get to know them for who they are. They're not who they really are,
There's a lot of evil in it and insecurities, and he's like a lost puppy. I feel bad for him, and I've said that like since we first started beefing, and everyone thinks that I beef with him just because it's like a thing, but he's actually like not a good person, and that's like where the issues arise, and like his fan base gets all riled up. But the more he moves on, and the more people surrounding him, and the more he's getting exposed, and the true colors are coming out. But when the signs are obvious at these people being terrible people who are conducting like terrible business, I just don't get why anyone continues to support them and ride for them. And that's where I've seen like KSI's own fans and stuff are like starting to leave his fan base because they're like, fuck this shit. Wow, like you guys have been lying to us the whole time. Like the facts and evidence are starting to get clearer and clearer.
It's like kind of getting corny at this point. They're seeing him for who he is. I just think it's funny when you go on your live and you say, oh, we have no competition. There's nobody doing it like Misfits. But then you serve me and you try to shut me down. Are you afraid? Are you insecure? Why are you doing that? But you're saying that on your live stream to look cool. It's just all corny BS, man. I don't like that. I think he sees what I've done in my past 2 cards. I made a lot of noise, and I think he's very insecure about it. And I think he has too much pride to admit that I'm, an up-and-coming competitor in that space, and that's that. And he tried to shut me down.
But there's room for everyone. That's what I don't
always
get. That's
always.
what I don't get.
And never understand either.
You're a fellow creator. They should want you to grow the sport of boxing and to grow other fighters so that they could figure out how to do co-promotions where everyone can fight each other.
Being the great sparring on his shit is beneficial. Like,
for more Misfits. It's beneficial for Misfits.
You're making him a bigger draw.
Because Misfits can give then Dean and Adam a sanctioned rematch on their stuff, which makes no sense. It's first of all, it's also life-changing for the fighters. How about that? How about we talk about how fighters go in the ring and they carry the entire event? And you know what it's like being a fighter. You got to get hit in the head. You got to train hard. You know what I mean? Like, how about you also think for the fighter's sake? Without the fighters, there's no event. So why don't we give the fighters also, room to collect another bag and to also hype up their upcoming events and also uplift their own careers?
Yeah. No, but that's what I also think is great about the internet currently is the court of public opinion is mattering more than everything else, because now everything is out there.
Yeah.
So they can't suppress the truth. So if these bad actors, operators, and terrible business people are continuing to do that, it's eventually all going to come out and crumble. And that's what's literally happening to them. And the court of public opinion now is what's right. And it's like, even you see KSI coming out talking shit about me fighting Mike Tyson, like, oh, that's sad.
It's jealousy.
It's full jealousy. But then you pull up the clip again, because everything's on the internet now. You pull up the clip from a year ago where he's like, no, I wouldn't fight Tyson. I would lose to Tyson. And it's like, which side are you on, KSI?
That's a jealousy thing, bro. The fact that you're fighting Mike Tyson and nobody else is. And I backed you up because I see a lot of people giving you shit for it. No, and nobody's turning that down to make money and fight the greatest boxer of all time.
Apparently somebody is. Your brother